This is a special presentation of Farm Journal Television.
I'm Chip Flory. We're in Ord, Nebraska on a last chance pheasant hunt. It's late March. We're going to find out what it takes to run a CSA and have all kinds of fun hunting outdoors on the farm. Let's go get another one.
Outdoors on the farm. We do it right, get it done. Use a tractor, use a gun. Outdoors on the farm. Where I was born, I was raised, and I'll do whatever it takes to stay. Outdoors on the farm.
Welcome to Outdoors on the Farm. I'm Chip Flory, and on today's show, we'll head out to Nebraska to visit Larry Kelling at Husker Hunts and find out just what it takes to run a controlled shooting area. And we'll get out in the field with the pro staff team who will share some great tips with us and, of course, hunt some pheasant. It's a great way to have fun outdoors on the farm. It's March 23rd and we're out here pheasant hunting. How is that possible?
Well, what we have is a controlled shooting area here, and we're licensed and registered by the state, and so we're running on the outside of the seasons. This is a hunting resort that we've developed over the last 15 years, and that is licensed and registered by the Game and Parks Commission, state of Nebraska, and they will allow a season from September 1st to March 31st is what our hunting season is. We pay them a fee, and they require certain record keeping, and there's certain requirements that they have of us. And then also we issue permits that are only good on this controlled shooting area on our resort.
And it's roosters only on this place.
That's right. We never did start shooting hens, and that was one of the things, so it is roosters only.
Yeah, just like it was on Grandpa.
Just like it was then, you know. The guides go out, they call them, and if it's a hen, they call it, and it keeps flying.
Do you stock any hens? Are there any wild birds out here, or all these pen-raised birds? Is it a mix? What is it?
You know, the state requires that we release a minimum of 500 farm-raised birds.
Okay.
And so those go out, and then when your take gets up to a certain point, you have to keep ahead of that. So you have to continue to release more birds than what your take is. We have a lot of food plots, and we have over 45,000 trees and shrubs that we have planted on the place in order to hold game. We're surrounded by cornfields, and so when the corn gets harvested, the birds just flock in because they've got cover, they've got food, they've got habitat, and so they just come in. And it is a good place in the spring when we release hens, and what's left over of our hens, we will release those in the spring.
Okay. Yep.
And then they stick here, they breed here, and they hatch here.
And they stick here, and they breed here, and they hatch here because you've got cover, you've got water, you've got the habitat, food that they want when they're out here.
We try and make the place good enough so they don't have a reason to leave. A lot of this was bid into the CRP program by the former owner. We have continued some of those, we've extended some of those. It is getting more difficult to do that because of the rules and regs that the CRP program has on it, and how they're issuing new contracts. It gets a little more difficult in order to make it economically feasible to retain it in the CRP. The rental rates haven't changed for almost 20 years now.
When we come back, we'll get out in the field at Husker Hunts as Larry shows us some of the best pheasant hunting in Nebraska, and Todd Starrett will show us the importance of the kennel command. All right here when we get back, Outdoors on the Farm.
Outdoors on the Farm is brought to you by the Ram Truck brand.
A collection of treasures lies between these bumpers. Legendary engines, industry gold, awards out the tailpipe, and world-class warranties to back it all up. Sounds like you just hit the jackpot. Ram.
If it's your kid asking, it's annoying. If it's 1 billion people across the globe, it's a challenge and responsibility. Farmers feeding the world. It's about agriculture coming together to increase both hunger solutions and food production. Please learn more and give generously.
Hello folks, this is Mark Gold with Top Third Ag Marketing. If you need help marketing your grains or livestock, give us a call. We offer one-on-one relationships that can protect you without the threat of margin calls. We don't speculate, we manage risk. If you're tired of paying acreage and management fees for marketing advice that hasn't actually helped your bottom line, then give us a call.
Call today to get 2 weeks of Mark's private grain marketing email. Top Third Ag Marketing, earning the trust of American farmers every day.
Mark your calendar. Ag Connect Expo 2011 is coming to Atlanta, Georgia on January 7th through the 10th. Connect with experts.
Learn new ideas, new technology.
Connect to the future of agriculture, the newest innovations. Connect globally with producers from around the world.
This show sets itself apart from the regional shows.
Ag Connect Expo 2011, where the world of agriculture comes together.
Join me and country music star Justin Moore on a hunt. One lucky viewer will join me, Justin, and the pro staff team for a turkey hunt that will be featured on the show. Go to outdoorsonthefarm.com and learn how to enter. Deadline is January 31st, but don't wait. Sign up now.
Sit.
When you start training a gun dog, chances are the kennel command is not the first thing you think of. Pro staffer Todd Sterrett is here to show you why that simple command is so important outdoors on the farm.
Todd, one of the basic commands that we can use to help control our animals when we're out in the field, get them to do some things, is just a basic kennel command. How do we get them into that kennel and make them feel comfortable in there?
Basically, this needs to start right away when you bring your puppy home. Get the puppy to experience the kennel as a good thing, not just only a place that is a punishment place. Start by feeding your dog in the kennel. You know, if the dog is a little reluctant to go in, maybe throw a piece of kibble or a treat in to get the dog to go in right away. But we like to feed our puppies all the time in a kennel, in a crate, so it realizes, hey, that's something good that happens during that kennel time. If you do a lot of waterfowl hunting, your dog will be used to the kennel command going into a dog blind, maybe going into a boat. So that will help you transition in the field and have some control over your dog and keep him safe at the same time.
Well, Larry says he manages his ground so that the birds don't have a reason to leave. Let's get out in the field with him and see just how many birds have stuck around.
Come on now, buddy, stay a little tighter.
The springtime, the birds have a tendency to run. So when we push out the end is when we'll push quite a few. The one thing we want to watch out for too is badger holes. those are devastating. On something.
Where's the dog at?
Right up in between them. We on something, Rob? We are.
There we go. Yell that I shot it.
Good shot!
And you didn't even hit me.
Were you able to follow it?
Come on, buddy.
Good.
Good boy. Good boy. You know there's going to be one right down in here.
Yeah, they just push. Yeah, this next
Now you know what a shelter belt means.
Yeah, what those shoulder belts are for.
Yeah, come here, Rab.
They'll get in the thickest little patch and hang in there. They're flushing good this morning. All right, all right.
There you go, there you go.
Watch him. Okay.
You need it.
Yeah, he picked up right in the middle of the. I don't know if you got that or not.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Did he get it? I don't think he got it.
No, no. We'll have another chance, though.
We'll take a quick break and then be back with some more pheasant hunting out in Nebraska. And then we'll introduce a very special member of our team, my son Thomas, who will be here with some tips to help us keep today's youth active and engaged outdoors on the farm.
Outdoors on the Farm is brought to you by the original Muck Boot Company. Life isn't always comfortable. Your boots should be.
Life isn't always taking the easy route. Life isn't always a walk in the park. Life isn't always 9 to 5. Life isn't always comfortable. Your boots should be. The original Muck Boot Company.
It's a good tool to have, and it's very simple. It's real easy when we ride fence if the limbs fell down to take this kit, which I can just keep it on the saddle.
When you come by a loose wire, you grab this thing out of your tractor and tighten it up. You can tighten it and be back in the tractor about as fast as you can open a gate.
We're simply going to open up one side of the jaw, lock it on, open up the other side, and we're going to turn our body sideways. Now, the tighter I pull it, the tighter the fence stays. We're going to lay it across the face of the tool. We're going to take a nice short wrap on this side. We're going to come over here. We're going to take a nice short wrap on this side like this. So use your fencing pliers and simply weave it right back into the fence where you took it out of. Now, if you'll notice, that fence is just nice and bowstring tight, just like we wanted it to be when we started out.
Order the original Texas Fence Fixer today for just $89.95 with free shipping and handling. Or get the kit. Includes fencing pliers, deerskin gloves, the original Texas Fence Fixer, and carry bag for only $129.95 with free shipping and handling. Call or order online today.
I'm Pro Farmer Editor Chip Flory.
I don't get to hunt and fish and have fun outdoors on the farm all the time.
Pro Farmer has a tough mission to make sure that you get the news, information, and analysis you need to make timely risk management decisions.
My mission here is simple, to tell the success stories about how farmers work with the outdoors and outdoorsmen.
Pro Farmer never takes a break from making sure that you stay on top of your game.
Take a break every Thursday and Saturday mornings and join me on RFD TV on Outdoors on the Farm.
Join me and country music star Justin Moore on a hunt. One lucky viewer will join me, Justin, and the pro staff team for a turkey hunt that will be featured on the show. Go to outdoorsonthefarm.com and learn how to enter. Deadline is January 31st, but don't wait. Sign up now.
Go rabbit.
It's time to finish our day in the field at Husker Hunts. Todd, Steve, and I had a great day working the fields with the dogs, and we bagged some pretty good birds as well. Then we'll check in with Thomas for our next generation outdoors tip. Let's get started.
Wasn't it? Yeah, it was just right, just as we were flattening out here. Yeah. But I know it was over in this lane here, and it was right in.
It was in this lane here?
Yeah, it was in this lane right here.
Kind of just halfway between us and that big feeder.
Yeah, I think if we go from here.
Yeah, that landed on the right side. Yeah.
Yep, if we go right out, if we cover this, the walking lane here. Yeah, the one over is a great big wide mode strip. Okay, we're good to go. It's a great day for the dogs. We get a hot day like yesterday and it just is murder on them, but today it's cool. And a rabbit. Yeah, he settled down right in here.
Right into her. Rabbit ran right into the side of her. Rabbit.
No, rabbit.
Just like NASCAR.
Here we go. There goes Bruce Reaper! Get him! Good flag.
Good shot. That was a good shot.
They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I think that's true because the newest member of our Outdoors on the Farm team is my son, Thomas Flory, and he loves the outdoors just as much as I do. Let's meet him and get a tip on how to keep the next generation involved outdoors on the farm.
Hi, I'm Thomas Flory. I'm a sophomore in high school. I've been hunting since I was 8 years old, squirrel hunting with my dad. Right now I'm involved with competitive shooting with archery and shotgun through 4-H and in school. Favorite time of the year is in the fall during deer season. The past couple of years I've been able to take plenty of deer with bow, shotgun slug, and muzzleloader. I also like the springtime when I'm out shooting turkeys. In the show, I'm going to be helping my dad bringing tips and getting youth involved with the outdoors so that they can spend more time together outdoors on the farm.
But for a young hunter, hunting out of a blind might be a better option.
Yeah, because it's a lot safer. When you're young, you don't really know how dangerous it is up in a tree. Like, especially, you gotta have a harness on it so then if you fall out, you won't get hurt, possibly die. And you gotta always be strapped up, and especially if you don't have a parent out there, you've gotta be really safe, and it's a lot safer being on the ground.
So if you could offer the youth a tip, what might it be about blinds?
Put them up a little bit earlier and recommend a blind. Like, you want to get in the blind, you can get a lot closer and all that, but you gotta be a lot stiller because you're ground level with them. They're looking at you the whole time, and up in a tree it's different, but still a lot safer.
Stay with us. After the break, we'll finish up our conversation with Larry Kelling of Husker Hunts. We'll see how the CSA is just part of his diversified land management practices and find out just what led him to add this business to his already solid farming operation. We'll be right back.
A collection of treasures lies between these bumpers. Legendary engines, industry gold, awards out the tailpipe, and world-class warranties to back it all up. Sounds like you just hit the jackpot. Ram.
Are you looking to increase the yields of your corn crop? Come get an education. I'm Clinton Griffiths. Join me for Corn College TV.
Two of the best agronomists in the business will walk you step by step through the growing season. From in-field diagnostics to finding the right equipment for the job, Corn College TV is your weekly tutorial for getting the most out of your fields. Technology is moving fast. Don't get left behind. Join us for Corn College TV.
I'm Greg Hunt. I believe diversification, transparency, and liquidity
are the important factors in today's investment arena.
Let Greg show you how professionally directed managed futures programs can work for you. Learn how commodity trading advisors provide access to global coverage in hard assets, financials, and many other commodities, seeking returns regardless of market direction. Call today to see how you can work with some of the world's top regulated commodity trading advisors.
Growing up in agriculture, I know how important information is to America's farmers and ranchers. They have the tremendous responsibility of feeding this great nation. Here at Ag Day, we're here to help with the latest in agriculture news, agribusiness with Al Pell, the big picture on weather with Mike Hoffman, and stories about the country way of life. Join me each morning for Ag Day, the country experience.
Now that we've been all over Husker hunts and seeing the game that this managed habitat supports, let's talk some more with owner Larry Kelling and find out why he got into the business. I guarantee you it wasn't for the money, and we'll talk about what the future looks like for CSAs.
What else has changed out here? You've done some work on the lodge.
We did do some work on the lodge.
Seems like it might be kind of an ongoing process.
It's a continual process. It's a continual process. There's always things that you can see that you want to improve, but yet you don't want to attack the integrity of what we originally set out to do. And that was to make it a hunt like Grandpa had. I would say the most challenging thing is probably in any business, you know, is what keeps your business going. And there's a lot of people that look at shooting resorts and they think, oh boy, you know, there's a lot of money. These people got to be making money hand over fist. And the thing about it is, you ask somebody that's in the business, and they will tell you, if you want to make money, don't go in a CSA business. Because you do it for the love of hunting, the love of nature, and the love of people. In the summer, what we do is with the lodge, we just have people come in for lodging.
Okay.
And that has become almost as big a business as our hunting business. For the first few years that we had the business, we just used it for the hunts. And we thought, well, we might as well use the lodge during the summer months. And people will come. We're nestled in between 3 lakes, and it's great for family reunions. We're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere, to where, you know, kids can run around and holler and do what they want. And it's family activities. We have family reunions come here. Wedding parties will come here if they're having weddings in town. A lot of different activities go on during the summer months that people will come to, that we can utilize the lodge just in those kind of activities.
What's the most enjoyable thing about having a lodge up here? And what's the most enjoyable thing about, you know, the effort that you put into having a place like Husker Hunts?
You know, Chip, probably the best thing about it was what Rob and I have always done when we've gone on vacation. We come back, and what we remember aren't the sights, but it's the people you meet. And the people that you meet are the most interesting people that you'll find. We decided, you know, why should we have to travel to meet the people? We'll have the people come to us. So what we've done with this hunting lodge and with the resort and the lodge, what we've done is fantastic people come every year. They come to have a good time, to have good food, and have great hospitality. And we feel when we can deliver on those 3 things, that we can give them a good hunt, and we have a great time ourselves.
Join us next time on Outdoors on the Farm as we head over to Illinois to meet Rock Ketchnig. Rock and his neighbors have planted nearly 100,000 trees on their land in the last few years and are taking a long-term view of land management, both for wildlife and for their families. Building habitat for the future on the next Outdoors on the Farm. Join me and country music star Justin Moore on a hunt. One lucky viewer will join me, Justin, and the pro staff team for a turkey hunt that will be featured on the show. Go to outdoorsonthefarm.com and learn how to enter. Deadline is January 31st, but don't wait. sign up now.
Outdoors on the farm, where I was born, I was raised, and I'll do whatever it takes to stay. Outdoors on the farm. Outdoors on the farm, we do it right.